Hi, I'm Asher, and in this video we're going to take a closer look at two of the best Pixar movies, Up and Ratatouille. For each of these movies we'll take a look at a couple cool Easter eggs, then their larger role in the Pixar Theory, and then a few cool things like Muntz's age and Gusteau's ghost. Let's jump into it. Alright, first up is a cool few Easter eggs from Up. First, on Carl and Ellie's mirror, there's an odd postcard, signed by one Emma Jean. The mystery of who Emma Jean is has posed quite the problem for many theorists, as we can see this exact same postcard in Andy from Toy Story's bedroom. The mystery of who Emma Jean is has baffled many, and the best video I could find theorizing and explaining it was made by a YouTuber called The Theorizer. I'll leave a link to his video in the description down below. Now, Emma Jean is actually a girl that was one of Carl's love interests growing up, which is interesting because the opening montage leads us to believe that Carl and Ellie were always meant to be, but this is not in fact the case. As it turns out, Carl did have a life other than what we see. To be fair, the montage does kind of skip the entirety of their childhood other than when they meet. It kind of just like flashes forward to their wedding day. Now, the next two Easter eggs for Up actually come in the same shot. These two are the Luxo ball and Lotso Hug and Bear, or Lotso for short. These are both from the Toy Story franchise. Kind of. The Luxo ball made its debut in the animated short Luxo Jr. It was mostly popularized by Toy Story. These Easter eggs simply proved us more, as if we needed more proof, that the Pixar universe is real and Carl and Andy live in the same world. Okay. Next, we look at Up's larger role in the Pixar Theory. In this movie, we are able to see how By and Large is starting to monopolize all industry and slowly take over the world. Shelby Forthright, the CEO of By and Large, will soon be taking over America and then the world. Another key factor that Up brings to the Pixar Theory is a look at how animals' intelligence has developed without human intervention. Even though we've already seen the four main movies demonstrating this animal's intelligence, The Good Dinosaur, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, and Ratatouille, I would count Up as the fifth. When Muntz realizes the dog's potential, he can get him to speak English. Not to mention Kevin, who evades capture for an extremely long time and is an overall smart bird who is capable of problem solving and mimicking Carl. Finally, Up brings us one small point for the key to the whole Pixar Theory: memory. Basically, Carl can't let Ellie's memories die, so he takes his house along with all his belongings and everything that reminds him of her, and he takes it to the one place they always dreamed of going together. Paradise Falls, the land lost in time. So even though Up doesn't bring a whole lot of punches when it comes to the Pixar Theory, the punches it does bring hit hard. Up brings three things to the table. These three things help form the basis of the Pixar Theory: B&L, animals' intelligence, and memory, the key to the whole thing. Alright, now, the real question on everyone's mind. How old is everyone in Up? Well, at the beginning of Up, we can see a young Carl watching a short movie about Charles Muntz. This happens in 1941 when Carl is 9, and at this time, Muntz is 23. Meaning that Muntz was born in 1917 and Carl was born in 1931. If you did the math at home, this means that Carl is 78 in Up, and Charles Muntz is a whopping 92 years old. This means that Charles Muntz has been trying to capture Kevin for a grand total of 69 years. Interestingly enough, Russell is born in 2000, which means he is 9 for this movie, which means that he is the exact same age as Carl in the beginning. This means that it is possible, though not very likely, that Russell was aboard the Axioms when they lifted off in 2100. Unfortunately, none of the brief shots we get of the original people who took off in the Axioms are detailed enough to really tell if there's an extremely old man in the background, but I'd like to think that there was. Alright then, Ratatouille. First up for Ratatouille is a couple cool Easter eggs. The first one is actually the best Easter egg in the entirety of the Pixar universe. As Remy is running through the hotel in the beginning, he is scared off by a dog. But not just any dog, no. This is Doug. This one Easter egg is my personal favorite because it connects my two favorite movies, Up and Ratatouille. A couple other Easter eggs in this film are Pixar's trademark A113, and Pixar's other trademark, the Pizza Planet truck. The Pizza Planet truck has made its first appearance in Toy Story and has since made appearances in many of the Pixar films. Next, we are going to look at Ratatouille's larger role in the Pixar Theory. Ratatouille gives us three different things, and just like Up, they are extremely important. First, animals' intelligence. There are four main movies in the Pixar universe that give us our main arguments for animals' intelligence: The Good Dinosaur, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, and Ratatouille. These 4 movies show us the evolution of animals' intelligence before it comes to its climax in A Bug's Life. In this movie, Remy is able to learn how to read with no education, and then he's able to take what he read, put it into practice, and create 5-star cooking. He's also able to sort of communicate with a human. The next thing that Ratatouille brings to the Pixar Theory is the main reason that humans have seemed to triumph over the animals and machines time and time again. Humans, they don't just discover, they create. This is a line that Remy says in the opening line of Ratatouille. This line shows us exactly why humans rise to dominance in the maw struggle. Because they create. And not only do they create, but they also weren't wiped out by bad weather like the dinosaurs were. The animals also had this trait, and it meant that they could have ended up being the dominant group. But alas, bad luck and bad weather halt their rise. Machines, however, do not have this power, as their master plan was given to them by Evelyn Dever, and everything they've created since has been based off of existing human technology. Alright, the final thing we need to take a look at, Gusteau's ghost. Gusteau's ghost definitely brings something to the Pixar Theory. The question is, what does it bring? It either makes a point for memory, or it makes a point for life existing where human emotion is present, which I have decided to call LUHEP, because I love acronyms. First, LUHEP. Gusteau's ghost is supposedly a figment of Remy's imagination, but I don't think that's strictly true. I think that, similar to what happened with Wall-E and the plant, Gusteau's ghost was a byproduct of Remy showing human emotion. But Asher, you might ask, why then do other animals in the Pixar Theory who show human emotion not have this happen? Well, I think that is where memory comes into play. Also, the same phenomenon I'm about to explain also happens with Arlo and the ghost of his dad in The Good Dinosaur. Basically, since Gusteau's ghost is described as a figment of Remy's imagination, Remy would have to have 2 things. First, an amazing memory, and 2, an amazing imagination. Remy has an amazingly good memory, and more specifically, an amazingly good memory of Gusteau. This memory of Gusteau has to be good enough to produce a ghost of him with exact likeness and all his knowledge that is just as smart as him. My point being that it is hard to produce such a good ghost of Gusteau with memory being the only factor. So I think based on that, Gusteau is neither a byproduct of memory or LUHEP, but both. And that, everyone, is why Up and Ratatouille are the 2 best Pixar films. If you look up there, you can vote which movie is better, Up or Ratatouille. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment what is your favorite Pixar movie. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Hey guys, right there, that's the latest video. Oh, and there, that's the video YouTube recommends for you. Special thanks to my friend CalebR123 for this sweet end screen. Make sure to check out his channel. He does some sick animations. His link is in the description down below. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.